Hello, everybody. How are you today? And good morning to Lizzie. How are you doing, Lizzie?
I'm very well, thank you. Very bright, up early, chirpy, all of it.
Up early in your cabin in the Rockies,
In my
Lizzie?
cabin, yes.
That would be lovely, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Good morning. So thank you for your messages. Ellen, hello. Good morning, Charlie and Lizzie. Morning, Brr, William says. William, where are you? Oh, you mean is Lizzie cold in her cabin? She got snow outside the window. Good morning, Rose. Good morning, Neville. Where am I? Yes, those of you who come to webinars frequently know that I am not in my usual spot today. I am in a hotel room, which is really exciting. And I went on a plane yesterday, which was even more exciting because it was my first one in 2 years, two and a half years. So I am in Cairns, Neville. I think you did get it right when I posted on Facebook. So yes, joining you from Cairns this morning. Lizzie is joining you from Sydney, not from the Canadian Rockies today, but hopefully soon. Hey, Lizzie.
I'm setting the scene though.
Yes, just getting in the zone. So how are you all today? Hope you are doing well. Welcome once again to this Canada Specialist Program webinar. It's great to see you all. It's lovely to have Lizzie, who is going to be talking about the Canadian Rockies and Calgary today. So we are heading to Alberta. Hey, Lizzie.
Yes.
And a destination that Lizzie knows very well. Lizzie, how long have you been working for, well, anything Canada related, really?
Oh, we're getting into close to 25 years.
Nice. So there you go. Experience. Lizzie,
Experience.
a wealth of knowledge. She's a wealth of knowledge. So please do ask any questions. But otherwise, Lizzie, I will let you take it away. So welcome again, everybody, to this Canada Specialist Program webinar. Lizzie, over to you.
Thank you. And if you want to turn my video off, that'd be great, because it's hard for me to see myself and talk to myself. Thank you very much. So, sorry, I'm just trying to figure out my changing screens. Let's start with a map of Canada just to get the feel of where the region I'm talking about today. The star there is Calgary, the gateway to the province of Alberta. We have two airport gateways, Edmonton, but predominantly from Australia, you'll come in via Calgary where the star is there. So that's Alberta for anybody who isn't familiar. And a lot of the time, the Rockies and Calgary are paired up with British Columbia, our neighbours, which you can also see on the map there. So I'm going to start today with Calgary, the gateway city, and look at iconic attractions that are that you can fill with itineraries for agents coming into Calgary. Starting with Heritage Park. This is 15 minutes from the downtown core of Calgary, and it's open year round. Easy to get to with public transport or a train service. And they also have great history into Calgary that you can explore, storytelling and vintage exhibitions. It's a really good day out to visit the park. Calgary Tower is also a commissionable product. It's 191 meters above the downtown core, and it's iconic for the seeing the observation deck. It's panoramic views of the city and even into the Rockies. You can see from the Rockies. Fort Calgary, it's a museum. They have a museum Indigenous of the Treaty 7, and it highlights early stages of the Calgary city. And then also to the zoo. You can't go past the zoo. It's open 364 days of the year. And it's really good for discovering exploring the animals that you're likely to see when you head up into the Rockies. And of course, it's guaranteed sighting because you're at the zoo. Just changing to my slide here. Also, some additional experiences in the downtown is the Skyline Luge. It has more than 50 twists and turns and of downhill rides, and you must be 6 or older to actually experience that. And a popular product, though, is the Calgary Walks and Bus Tours. This is like a storytelling time, a walking tour of Calgary, and it's a great way to discover the history and the architecture. And a bit of a fun adventure too is pictured in the right there is sidecar adventures. They're called Rocky Mountain Sidecar Adventures, and it's a vintage sidecar motorcycle ride, and that's really popular up in Jasper, a very popular product in Jasper that's now down in Calgary as well, and a great way to get around the town in the summer months. Then there's also Studio Bell. Now this is a national music centre. It's more of a product that you would tell your guests to visit in their free time, as it's various floors of exhibition space. It's one of those products where you can choose to give a donation when you enter. So it's just almost like an add-on that you could give them if they wanted to experience and fill their day in Calgary. And of course, Alberta is famous for beef, bison, honey, barley. So progressive farm to table culinary scene is quite big. Calgary food tours would be one of the most popular tours that you could book and for your agents or for your clients, sorry. And this is 3 hours and it stops at 6 to 8 restaurants. And there's also now Pedal Pub Calgary. So this is a great way to see the Calgary breweries, bars and restaurants. It's on a 15-person pedal-powered bus type thing, you could call it. And yeah, it's actually powered by the people. So you're getting your exercise as you enjoy your food, and you can work off everything that you eat and drink. Most famous, of course, is the Calgary Stampede. This is the ultimate Western experience that you want to visit in Calgary. It's 10 days each year, and it's from the 17th to the 16th of July for 2023, and you can see there 15, 14 for 2024. This event is signature for Calgary, and a lot of Australians like to go and experience the afternoon rodeo, the chuck wagons, the grand parade. There's also an Indigenous camp and a grandstand show, and there's also a powwows and in the Saddle Dome. It's a great mixture of Western culture that is a must do in the peak of the summer months in Calgary. Calgary also touches into Indigenous experiences. They have many chief walking tours. That's to learn about Calgary's rich Indigenous history. You can go out and do fly fishing with Quinn from the Plains Cree Native, and he takes you out on the Bow River. You can choose from half day or full day tours. So Calgary has a great mix of experiences for your guests. It's not just an airport stopover. There are some really good ways to fill your experiences in the summer months particularly. Moving on to the Rocky Mountains. We will start here with Banff and Lake Louise, and I'll show you again just a refresh of a map where Alberta is and where the Rockies are highlighted. You'll see Banff and Lake Louise and Jasper, which I will take you through here. So a bit of a destination snapshot for maybe people who haven't heard me talk about Banff before or haven't been there. Banff is a year-round mountain destination. The park has 2 townships, Banff Township, which is home to the majority of hotels and restaurants and attractions, and then the small hamlet of Lake Louise, which is iconic for its connectivity to the famous lakes and glaciers of the park. The bucket list experiences and attractions are Rocky Mountains, glacial lakes, canyons, gondolas and cruises. And then in the winter months, skiing, boarding, sleigh rides, dog sledding, which I'll take you through through this presentation, and also highlight some of the new experiences that I have touched on before, but it's always good to just highlight them again because they might not be familiar to people. So one of the great new experiences in Banff, which is really year-round, is the new Bear Street. This is parallel to Banff Avenue, and pedestrians and slow-moving vehicles can access this street. It allows visitors on foot, bike or slow-moving vehicle to enjoy outdoor plaza areas. It's got new restaurants, coffee shops, patios, fire pits. And it's for those that may know, Banff Avenue gets very busy in the summer months. So this is another great way to explore the downtown. And why I've included it in here is because a lot of people who actually come into Banff feel that they just wish they had more time in the downtown area to explore, because it's a really cool alpine town. So definitely give your clients a few days to enjoying walking around the town. Now, another great way to explore Banff town or out into the mountains is with White Mountain Adventures. They have 2 new exploring options, either e-bike tours or hiking through the forests to Skokie Valley. So they are really experienced mountain guides, and a great way for people who want a bit of soft adventure with their touring of the Rockies. White Mountain Adventures is a great company that offer these experiences. Wow Banff is a new experience offered to travellers with a jump-on, jump-off tour of the area. It's an open-air double-decker bus, and you can choose from everything from 24-hour to 48-hour or same-day sightseeing passes. And it loops around 2 hours long, and a great way to explore the mountains and get to know Banff as you explore and visit. The other exciting way to get around for the adventurous is Banff by scooter. The scooter, the age group is 18 years and above, and they must hold a license. And rates include gas, helmets, unlimited kilometres. They're Vespa scooters, and they go, like, you can hire for 2 hours, 4 hours, or a full day. Great way to drive around and explore the areas. They even provide suggestions on where to go and all the top sightseeing places along the way. Discover Banff Tours are renowned for small group tours in the Rockies, and they now have a new experience that is a beer tour. And so a lot of Aussies and Kiwis like to talk beer. This is a great way to sample the craft beer in Banff and nearby town of Canmore. And they have a local expert to talk about the townships as well and enjoy a few beers at the same time. So that's another really good experience in the Rockies to add to the traditional experiences that everybody is renowned for, like your gondola sightseeing. These are just some new ways to enhance your experience. Neighbouring Banff National Park is Jasper National Park. Beautiful, beautiful park. And Jasper is really special. It's a small version of the Rockies, and it's just a wonderful, quieter experience. And it is connected also via the Icefields Parkway, which is iconic in itself, one of the renowned to be one of the most scenic drives in the world by Condé Nast Traveller. So we'll start a little bit by getting around Jasper. There's 3 main gateway entry points. You can go via Vancouver on Via Rail, the rail that gosh, I'm twisting my words this morning. Sorry, everyone. Yeah, Via Rail, it departs from Vancouver and goes up to Jasper. You can go from Edmonton Airport, where there's a shuttle service to get from Edmonton out to Jasper. The Via Rail also supports that service. Or Sundog Tours connects Banff and Jasper for those wanting to go via road. And Rocky Mountaineer has itineraries also that go into the Rockies that connect Banff and Jasper National Park as well. So this map again, just refreshing everybody where we are and where Jasper is in Alberta. Move on, because I've shown you a map 3 times. Some of the summer experiences that you can enjoy is the Jasper Skytram. It's a 7-minute interpretive ride up Whistler's Mountain, and it's not Whistler Resort, but it is called Whistler's Mountain, taking breathtaking views. And they even have a star session, a 3-course meal at night. Golf is quite popular in Jasper. It's out at the Fairmont Jasper Park Lodge. And I'd say the most popular experience in Jasper that a lot of Australians like to enjoy is the Jasper motorcycle tours. It's a sidecar motorcycle tour. They deck you out in leather bikie gear and take you out to the most popular attractions. That's a great way to experience it. Now, for those that might not be aware, Jasper is actually the world's 2nd largest dark sky preserve. So they have a planetarium which seats 40 people. It's a domed theatre, and they allow guests to look through telescopes into the mountains and up and see the stars. It's a really great experience. Heading out onto the water, there's so many rivers in Jasper, so your clients can enjoy Jasper raft tours or marine rafting adventures. They're great ways to fill the day and see the beautiful colors of the water. Either it be soft adventure or a bit more extreme with your rapid adventures. And in Jasper too, a great way to get into the Western culture is on a horse riding tour. They have great horse riding tours that go backcountry into the mountains. It's quite beautiful. One of my most favorite experiences is the Maligne Lake cruise. This goes out to the iconic Spirit Island. Now, Spirit Island is one of the most famous and photographed little iconic locations in the Rocky Mountains. I highly recommend that one for your guests. And then pictured also too is the Columbia Icefields Skywalk. This skywalk is on the Icefields Parkway and it's operated by Pursuit as well. And it's you can combine that too with the Columbia Glacier, where you on the Athabasca Glacier, with the Ice Explorer experience as well, also on the Icefields Parkway. And then in Jasper, getting out into the mountains, definitely try a picnic, backcountry picnic with Jasper food tours. You can go canoeing and then there's even canyoning. There's a lot of soft adventure in Jasper, but it's just a wide open mountain feeling that really makes it feel unique and special and off the grid almost, like you're not isolated, but it's just, you just don't have the crowds that some popular towns may have. And Indigenous programs are very strong, and they are really support warrior women. They offer fireside chat talks and plant medicine talks, and they're a great way to learn about the Indigenous culture and the plants and their medicinal value in the area. There's also downtown foodie tours, which is a very popular way to experience Jasper because it's a small little town, very easy to walk around and enjoy the culinary scene. And then Sundog Tours also offers a train journey out to McBride Station for those that want to experience a very short day trip. It's only 6 to 7 hours return. A great way to just experience a train when it's not going to be a big part of your itinerary. So we've touched on the soft adventure in the Rocky Mountains of Banff and Jasper, highlighting a lot of summer, but winter is really popular, and that's the season coming up. So you might have some guests that want to come over for Christmas or enjoying the winter season of January, February and March, and what there is to do. So I thought I would take you through just highlighting the things that you can do in the parks. Skiing and snowboarding is very popular for those that have guests. Banff has 3 mountains and it's called Ski Big 3 on one lift ticket. Jasper has one ski area called Marmot Basin. Really amazing ski areas for your guests. There's dog sledding in Lake Louise is one of the most popular companies called King Mick. They're close to Lake Louise, and Jasper have tours with Sundog with dog sledding as well. Along the Icefield Parkway in winter, there's Rocky Mountains Heli offer a bubbles heli tour, and they're the bubbles pictured there. And it's a great way to experience something really different. It's methane gas bubbles. It looks like they're a reef growing, a frozen reef under the water. Really nice experience. They put cleats on your feet and you walk on the frozen ice. There's also heli snowshoeing, ice walks into canyons. There's the Maligne Canyon in Jasper and the Johnson Canyon in Banff, and you can do small group tours out to them. So it's definitely worth going into those canyons. Again, cleats go on your feet. Horse sleigh rides are very popular in both Jasper and Banff and Lake Louise. Don't forget, in Lake Louise, you can actually get a horse sleigh around the Fairmont Chateau Lake Louise. For the truly adventurous, I've popped it in there. If anybody ever asks you if they want to go ice climbing, both Banff and Jasper have ice climbing as well. Ice skating, winter biking, cross-country skiing, snowshoeing, all available through small group tours, or even if your guests stay at the Fairmonts, Fairmont Chateau Lake Louise hire out skates, and you can skate on the lake there, or get an ice hockey puck and enjoy that as well. So I wanted to touch on a bit of winter and a bit of summer. With winter coming up, there's a a lot of beautiful properties as well. I didn't touch on accommodation because I had so much to cover in just adventure and activity, but I'm happy to answer any questions after on accommodation as well. But there definitely is the availability for a beautiful white Christmas in the Rockies, and Calgary's always got availability as well. So we hope to welcome you, your clients, and if you've got any questions, by all means, ask away. Back to you, Charlie.